Hey, what's up YouTube? Back in another video, you guys. It's your boy K9 Gains. Okay, and if you guys tuned into that podcast that I had with my boy Osteen, you probably heard me mention that I was going to be coming out with a YouTube video explaining what hyperbeing programs are. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't really sure how I was gonna structure this on video, but I was like, I really want to get this information out, so I'm gonna just go on and dive straight into it. So just bear with me, guys. I am going to also be kind of explaining what the seventh dimension is. So kind of try and take that into an understanding as well, along with the hyperbeing program stuff that I'm going to be explaining, okay? But anyways, let's hop right into it. All right, so first I want to start off with explaining what the seventh dimension is, okay? So if you guys have paid attention to my previous videos to where I have explained the dimensions, I've explained that the seventh dimension is a dimension of like knowledge or of like logic, or where laws of the universe kind of get created, or laws of all universes are created, because every universe has a seventh dimension within it. And the reason why is because this is the dimension that governs like all the laws or logics that's supposed to keep that's supposed to keep that universe intact, okay? Also, this is how you're able to tell the difference between different universes. It's when you get to the seventh dimension, okay? Now, of course, like every other dimension, the seventh dimension can play out differently in the real world that we're living in now, okay? So not only will the seventh dimension play out as our actual laws of the universe, such as like gravity, thermodynamics, stuff like that, but it also falls under things like such as knowledge, books, things that we read, like anything that would actually give you some type of awareness of the space that you're in, and a logical understanding of that falls under seventh dimension, okay? So I kind of have a little picture here that kind of explains like different seven dimensional entities that we have here on Earth and that we are currently aware of. And one of those things I have is the brain. I also have computers, and I also have just consciousness here, so just the soul in self, and also DNA and cells and things as such, okay? Because these are all seven dimensional type of things, but of course they can play out in reality in different ways, okay? So it's kind of like time, right? It's like time, you can have the fourth dimension itself, which is time itself, but you can break time down into different things like movies and such like that. So you can actually see how time is in like different ways. So it's kind of like the same thing with the seventh dimension. Like, yes, the seventh dimension is literally logic and understanding and the laws of the universe within itself, but you can break it down so you can see like what I'm talking about, or like see a physical representation of it when we talk about things such as the brain, all types of knowledge, books and computers and things like that, okay? I'm not gonna lie, the seventh dimension is one of those topics to where it can get kind of like insane, or like you can feel like you're insane when you talk about it, but that's only because you're literally talking about the core of like knowledge or understanding. So it's like, this is like, it's through the seventh dimension that you would call somebody sane or insane, because either their current understandings of life isn't aligning with yours, or vice versa. So that's how you even get that whole thing within itself, okay? But when you're talking about the seventh dimension, it's very important to understand it when you're wanting to get into hyperbeing programs, because you understand like the application of why we're even talking about hyperbeing programs and how they actually play out in your life, okay? So now, what actually is a hyperbeing program, okay? So hyperbeing programs, that is a phrase that I kind of came up with, and then it just kind of explains like the matrices that our awarenesses and our lives run off of, okay? And now we can change up the way that these operate in the way that we run off of these programs, and then that's where like learning new things come from. Also like different meditations, also like how with Andrew Tate and his matrix stuff, like different things like that, or also like Deepak Chopra. There's a lot of different people like Also like things that like certain like Warren Buffett, like how he talks about like investing and stuff like that, like how these different people with these different understandings of life can bring your awareness, different perspectives of how this world can be, and then how also this life that we decide to play can actually be in different ways that you can actually play this game of life. Okay, so that's all that hyperbreathing programs are at the basis of it. Okay, but you can go deeper. Okay, because yes, you can change up the way that you live your life, technically. Like that's what I'm talking about. Like how you can be somebody that saves money or spends money, or somebody that invests, or somebody that runs a business, or somebody that works 9 to 5. Like that's one level of being able to change like a 7-dimensional aspect of yourself. And also like if you're to try to teach somebody like how to run a business, or how to have the mindset of running a business, or like how to be an athlete, or how to work a certain job and stuff like that, that still also falls under what a hyperbreathing program is. Okay, but like I was just saying earlier, you can go deeper than that, and then you can actually start to change up like how you actually see the world itself. So like for an example, you could have a certain program that your body and your mind is running off of, such as like the world is flat, something like that, right? And then if you believe that the world is flat, and like that's the way that you see the world, or like let's say if you believe that the world was a freaking donut, right? The way that you would navigate throughout the world would be different from somebody that understands the world of being a like globe, or like being a different shape. You understand what I mean? So, or like even if you were to like if you were to think like this, here's actually a better example, especially for my trainers and athletes out there. If you were to have the understanding at first that you can turn fat into muscle, right? Like all you have to do is bulk up, eat a lot of food, and then you can work out and turn that into muscle, right? Like if that's what you knew, and that's all you knew, and that's what you believed, it actually will work for you. And you've probably seen that, like certain people who believe that, like that kind of works for them. But the thing is if you had the program in your mind to understand like calories and macronutrients and all these other things about the body, right? You can go about doing that same type of diet plan and get completely different results, if not better, just because your program is running different from what that other person's program or understanding of what you're doing is. Okay, now the reason why I'm calling it programs and stuff like I'm that, because I actually want people to, and actually want you guys to see it in that type of way, like, because that's really all these things are. And then when you see it in this way, you can actually navigate how to use them differently. Okay, now also you can have different types of programs in your life, and you can actually start to install these different programs in your life by like having like certain affirmations, also like learning different things, also changing up what you choose that you want to believe or not believe, just a lot of different things that you can actually do to actually start creating your own programs and stuff like that. Okay, and that's actually what my subliminals and my mindset audio things are actually going to be working towards, because some people's lives and the way that they operate is running under a certain program, right? And what the goal of my audio files is to actually change the way that your mind and your life is actually operating. Okay, so it's some deep stuff, and if you think about it, it's actually cool because it's something that's kind of simple at the, like, if you look at it from like a broad perspective, like it's actually kind of simple. Like you listen to some audios and your life changes, right? But it's the way that it actually works. And once you understand like how it works and that it actually does work, like, man, it's crazy. Okay. So, but I'm not just making this video to promote my audios. Okay. That's not the point of this video. You can never you can never listen to none of my audios, and you can like figure out ways to create your own like programs and stuff, and you'll be totally fine. Okay, to be honest, the main point of this video is just for you guys to understand this part of your life. All right, because I think that some people kind of already have like a subconscious like knowing of this stuff, but it's actually breaking it down into a logical understanding, something that's right there that you can grasp and feel, so that way when you do actually come back onto that thought and you now understand it on this broader level or in this more physical way, you're able to actually apply it in your life better in differently and be more creative with this information, okay? But I hope that y'all really enjoyed this video. It actually wasn't as long as I thought that it was gonna be. Like I said, I just dived straight into this, okay? We are talking about the 7 dimensions. So this is literally the dimension of logic, understanding, and knowledge. So I wasn't sure how this video was gonna turn out, okay? But it turned out pretty good. I hope that y'all really liked it. Make sure you like and subscribe. I have 2 new books out, Quamanio Code and God Body. Make sure that you check out the link in my Instagram bio, or I'm going to also put the link in this video. Check that out and check out my own books and read them and let me know what you guys think, okay? Also, I have a new podcast out with Ostin, the Life of Ostin, okay? So make sure that you guys check him out. Go check out that podcast. I believe that you guys can find him on YouTube at Life of Ostin as well. And you guys can kind of hear some more about this stuff that I'm talking about, okay? Yeah, but make sure you like and subscribe and keep making them canine. Hold on. Oh, canine game.